You can support this show at patreon.com/ASAPodcasting. Hello, welcome back. Skyrim Addict podcast. Back in Oblivion again. I am Michael with Ray.
Hello, hello.
And Juan.
How's it going?
Going good. So we're doing some more Dark Brotherhood. Couple more quests. Getting into the meat of the Dark Brotherhood, I would say, for Oblivion, where it really gets really takes quite a turn. These set of quests.
Yeah. They
Take
get really dark.
Yeah, it takes a turn, that's for sure. It definitely takes a turn. Let's see. We did get an email that I wanted to bring up. We got about a week ago from, let's see, I believe it's from Ben, but History Boys, ages 9, 7, and 5, have recently started playing Skyrim and also started listening to the show. They love Skyrim and have really enjoyed the podcast. Youngest Will wanted to know how to learn to cast a spell summoning the rock Atronach. They have learned how to cast a flame, but wanted to know how high a level you need to be for the rock type one and where you might learn that spell. So I did reply to them, let them know which one that was, and didn't leave them hanging for a week. So yes, the Storm Atronach. In Skyrim, you can technically cast any spell at any level.
As long as you have enough magic, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, there's the key. You have to have the magicka. And the storm is good bit.
There are master level spells.
Yeah, that's true. The very top ones you can't until you get them. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can't earn them.
I think they are tiered. So
yes,
but there's also the Atronach Forge.
That is true too.
That as long as you've got a broom and a couple of rocks.
That's a good point, actually.
You can make yourself a staff of Storm Atronach.
And then you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to have the magicka. You just need soul gems.
Yeah. And you need to be able to get past the ice wraith.
Oh, yeah, to get to there. That's true. Yeah, to get to the forge.
Yep.
I forgot that was in there. It's been a while since I've been down there.
They're not too bad in Skyrim though.
Yeah, no, and it's you can get down there pretty early on.
Oh yeah, you can get up there and get down there pretty quickly. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting past the ice wraith. I would say if you have some decent flames and can
stay up at the top of the steps.
Yeah, well, and if you have the flame Atronach, throw that down there.
Yeah,
if they have that, that'll help them get past it for sure.
Yep.
That's in the. Is that in the midden or in the other area below?
It's in the midden.
It's in the part midden, of the midden,
Yeah. And so you can get down there and use the forge and get it much cheaper than you would if you had to pay for it.
And the stuff for the flame Atronach. I mean, you can get the spell. Sometimes it's the random spell that Geralda has you cast, but you can also make a storm Atronach or a flame Atronach staff down there as well.
Oh, really? I really have not utilized that as much as I should.
Because all the stuff for the flame Atronach staff are down there by the forge.
Oh, okay, that stuff's already down there.
You don't have to bring anything with you to get that.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's something I really haven't utilized enough playing it. Like, that's a great way to
maybe a soul gem. I think you might need a common soul gem,
common soul
gem. But you can buy that.
That you could get, upstairs.
Or you could do the drinking game.
Oh, and get Sanguine's Rose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's even better than the Storm Atronach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that doesn't Sam doesn't appear until level 10, right?
Yeah, that's definitely
somewhere
leveled.
in that range.
It's still pretty low because
that's relatively low.
To summon a what are they called? Crap. the Daedric Lords.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's much higher.
Yeah, you got to be 90, right?
I think so.
Like a 90 in conjuration,
right? Because you have to do the whole ritual and stuff on the roof.
Oh yes, where you can then summon the the Dremora Lord, right?
Yep.
Yeah, are they all? They're all 90, the master level ones. Is that what it is? When you hit 90, or is it when you hit 100?
I think it's when you hit 100.
Is it when you hit 100? Yeah. You know what? You might be. I think you're right. I think it is. Yeah.
And if you conjure the Storm Atronach, don't you need to have those the rocks from Solstein to keep them from being hostile?
No, that's the what are those things? There's that conjuration spell you get from Solstein. And that's what, and you need those heartstones, is it?
Yeah, heartstones.
Yeah. When you, I forget what it is. What are you conjuring from over there? The
well, you get the sand creature dude.
Yeah, I forget what they're called exactly for some reason off the top of my head. But those are the things, that you have to have the heartstones for, or they'll attack you as well.
Yeah, because I think there's two summons we got from Solstein.
Yeah, there was the God. I cannot remember what those things are called for the life of me. But yeah, you definitely need the heartstones
that you could like ask and find out.
Yeah. If only there was UESP that I have open in front of me to Oblivion. But that's great that they're playing. I remember actually Connor still plays randomly. He started playing when he was 3, which was when the game came out. So it's been a little while. He still pops in and plays. He used to kill bears back in that time. But it's good that they're enjoying
Ash Spawn.
it. Oh, that's it. Ash Spawn. Yes. That's what they're called. Yeah, and those are the things you need the stones for, to keep them from attacking you.
Yep.
But I love the Storm Atronach. I think it's one of the best ones with the lightning and all that. I think it's one of my favorites to use. It seems to
fun.
Yeah, it like does good, especially if you're battling some mages and stuff. It does a good bit of damage.
Right, and the electricity reduces magicka.
Yep, keeps them from being able to cast as much against you, basically. So Oblivion, the Dark Brotherhood. So we finished up, and now we didn't finish up, but we are now on to some more complex quests in Dark Brotherhood. We start off with Who Done It, which that's one of our assignments from Mochiva. Essentially, she tells you you're going to have to travel to you're invited to this manor in Skingrad, Summer Mist, or Summit Mist, Summit Mist, sorry. And the doorman will let you in, and you have to either kill all the guests, or there is some other options where you can convince the guests you're not the killer or something. So there is that. So
yeah, I think in order to get the special reward, though, you have to do it without them knowing that you're the killer.
Yes, yeah. To get the reward, you have to kill them all in private, essentially.
Yep.
So you can just go through and kill them also, but let's see. If you equip the Gary Calv Nocturnal with low personality or fame, the guests may attack you. If you kill them with this method, you won't lose your bonus. Look at that.
Right, because they have no idea who you are.
That is interesting. Yeah, because they're attacking you first.
Right.
So then you can do it. You can use poisoned apples on people. You can talk to people and have them go into different areas. Ray, you said you talk to people a lot.
yeah, because I said, you got to talk to people. So, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to go talk to everybody.
Yes.
And, everybody had something to say about somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
And, none of it proved to be very helpful at all.
Well,
And
if you did talk to them, they would move to different areas.
oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you raise their affinity towards you.
Oh yeah, you
Mhm.
got to do that. Yeah.
And then they give you even more juicy details, like the dark elf had a crush on the young lord,
Right.
and so you tell him, oh, I'll put in a good word for you, and she'll go upstairs and wait in his room. I think you tell her, oh, I heard he has a thing for you, and he'll so he'll go upstairs, and then I can't remember what you said to the other one to go downstairs
Yeah.
into the cellar.
Oh, it's about there's a chest down there or something.
Oh yeah, because she says you're the only one I can trust.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And so she wants to team up, and she says she's going to go look down in the cellar. So then that separates those two.
Yes.
How many were there? Were there 5?
5 of
Or
them.
4?
Yeah.
5 of them, because I know the other one. I think I was in his room sleeping after I killed the second one. So I
Yeah.
just killed him in his sleep. Then I went back to the main room, and the young lord comes up to me, and he's like, oh, I knew basically the drunkard was the killer. So I'm like, oh, okay. So he runs and he grabs a sword and attacks him and kills him. So
Oh
he kills
God.
him for you, and then all I have left is the lord, and I kill the lord, and I'm done.
I ended up killing them all, but I was able to do it them all in separate locations. The one in the basement, the one in the upstairs room. Then I think I got a second person. Oh, the person who was sleeping. I got them.
Yeah, I think he's the soldier or something.
Yeah, the Nels or something like that. Or oh no, Neville. That was Neville who was
Yeah.
the soldier. Yeah. And yeah, the other two, the final person I think was Primo. He attacked me.
Oh.
And then I killed him because we were the last 2 alive.
Right.
Yeah, so I put on my fancy clothes and I cast my beguiling spell on everybody when I talked to them, but I really couldn't tell what was going on. And so after I talked to everybody, all of a sudden they all split up and start going in different places. So I just went around and, once each one of them was alone, I killed them.
Yeah, that's
and then the 2 women were left upstairs in the sitting area.
In that area.
But they would go in opposite directions, pacing back and forth. So I just waited around the corner for one of them. She came around the corner, I killed her, and then that left one more. So instead of walking all the way over to where she was, I just shot her with an arrow.
There you go. Yeah, I think I took out a couple of them with arrows, and then a couple with I have a shock knife that is nice when you're sneaking in, get 6 times damage with it. So
yeah, I've got some special dagger. I don't remember where I picked it up.
Yeah.
The one that drains health and stamina.
Probably it's one that I got in one of the missions.
Yeah, that's the one that I've been using. It works pretty good.
Oh yeah. Yep. I did wear the reward from the previous quest as well. What were they called? The clothes that raise the, what the heck was it?
Oh, the Deceiver's Finery.
Deceiver's Finery. I knew it was Finery, but I could not think of the first part of it. Yeah, I actually wore them because that was like one of the little tips you get. Yeah, from Ochiva. So I wore those, but yeah, I thought that was a fun one. And then I, of course, looted all the gold out of everybody. So
yep.
Let's see if there's any optional ways of doing this. Poison apples, the gray cow thing. Oh, if you bribe the guests, you can recover all of your money from their corpses at the conclusion of the quest. Oh, if you don't like taking the time to raise their dispositions, an alternative method is to use the frenzy spell and watch them kill each other. So these are all.
I use that a lot in Skyrim. I never thought about using it in Oblivion.
Yeah, I use it a ton in Skyrim. I didn't even think about using it here. Excellent.
Yeah.
Good call. That is an interesting call. So yeah, that was who done it, and then of course you go back to the Dark Brotherhood and get a new quest, which ends up being permanent retirement. Also I did the where you had to go kill the Argonian. Was it Scartail?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did do that one as well, so I could get the bonus for that.
Did you do it the way I did it?
Uh,
where he would tell you where the gold was hidden?
oh, yeah, I did, and then I killed him. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Poor guy. He's like, oh, it's just hidden right over there in the stump or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know a stump really well.
Oh man. Oh, so this next one is where you have to kill Adamus Philida with well, you can kill him with the Rose of Sithis, or you can kill him any other way, of course. But for the bonus, you need to take his finger and then take it to the desk of his successor in the Imperial Legion at the it's at the prison in the main office, I believe. Yeah.
It's just to the left after you go into the prison.
Yeah. So,
yeah, and we've been here for something else too.
The prison, yeah.
Yeah, into that same office.
Oh yeah, I think you're
wasn't
right.
That part of the final quest in the Thieves Guild?
Yeah, where we had to leave some incriminating paperwork or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't the final quest. It was when we got rid of Lex.
Yeah, Hieronymus Lex. Yeah,
Hieronymus Lex. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, this one for me, like you can track him and see what he does. If you talk to people, the tips you get are to wait until he has no. Well, Ochiva tells you, he can't. If he has his armor on, this arrow is not going to work.
Right.
But if he doesn't, it will kill him right away. So you can ask around, and you find out that he likes to swim for some reason.
Yeah.
So,
well, I know the other Argonian and the Dark Brotherhood tells you, well, the best time to do it is when you take off your armor.
Yeah.
And I take off my armor when I'm swimming and when I am sleeping.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, swimming. And then so I was just kind of wandering around. He does go for swims.
He does between 3 and 8 every day.
Yeah. Well, and I got super lucky because when I, fast traveled to the town, it showed a marker for him. So I went and looked for him, and he was in the middle of the lake.
Yep. Yeah. The same here. I got there right as he was swimming. I was like, oh, well, this worked out well. I didn't have to stalk him or follow him around. He's literally just swimming in the pond.
Yeah. Yep. Just aimed right above his head, and it drops down and kills him.
Yeah. It is much harder to hit him in the water than out of it, though. Because he does come out and talk to the guy without his armor on, and you can hit him while he's out of the water.
Yeah. I did make the mistake of, so I shot him, and then I went to loot his body, and the guard was standing there.
Oh,
and saw me.
Well, yeah, they saw me shoot him too, and I had to run over and loot the body and get the ring, and then I just ran.
Yeah, I hit him in the middle of that pond.
Oh, okay.
And I had water breathing boots.
Ah, nice.
So I just looted the body while I was swimming underwater.
Oh, there you go.
It worked out pretty good for me.
Yep. And when I got to the office, the guy was there. What's his name? The successor, whoever his successor is.
Oh,
yeah.
He's sitting at the desk. I'm like, oh crap.
And I tried to wait for all different hours. And he was always there.
Yeah, they go in and out too. Like everybody else goes in and out of there too. He randomly left while I was there at one point, and I was like, oh, oof. I was like,
yeah, no, I finally just decided, okay, fine. I'm just going to run for it. So I ran up the stairs and they chased me up. He and the guard chased me up the stairs. Then I jumped down onto the desk, opened it real quick, stuck the finger in there, and then ran out the door. And then booked it as quick as I could for the front gate. And jumped in the in that water around the city.
Oh yeah.
So I'm off. I used Fin Gleam to
just stay underwater and
keep stay underwater the whole time until I was. But then there's so many of the mud crabs.
Oh, I know.
I couldn't fast travel away without getting out, killing the mud crabs, and then I could fast travel away.
Yeah, and because you always come across, like, you run through a place and all of a sudden they're like, you can't fast travel because of enemies, and it's just stupid.
Yeah, everything's chasing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky. I snuck in there. I had it was nighttime, so I put on the chameleon gloves, and I had the key to get in because he had the key on his body.
Mm-hmm.
So no lock picking, and there was nobody at the desk. I'm like, okay, here we go, drop it off. And just walked out.
Nice.
No issues. I was like, yeah, I got an easy one.
Oh man, that is nice. Yeah, I had to wait a little bit, and he eventually left, and I was like, oh, this is my chance. Let me hurry up in there. And I was able to drop it in the desk and then head back to Ochiva to collect my reward. And let's see, the bonus was just an additional 500 gold this time. No special items, I don't believe.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Oh, what was there a special item on the other one? I don't know. Let me see. I don't recall.
I don't remember because we've got so many special items now.
Yeah, I think it was just cash reward.
Yeah,
I think it was
just a cash bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one was 400.
That's, yeah. Oh, return to Achieva for your reward up to 600, level dependent.
Okay.
And if you have achieved it, a bonus of Night Mother's Blessing, which is +2 to marksman, security, sneak, acrobatics, and blade skills.
So, yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah, that's they're
permanent.
Yeah.
So that takes you up over 100.
That. Yeah.
That takes you up over 100.
Yeah. All right, and then,
well, and it's really nice right now because we've had to talk to these people so many times to get clues about all our different contracts and just spending time with these people, really getting to know them, really getting to like them.
Yeah.
It's been nice.
They're really feeling like a family.
They are. They're really, really good folks.
Every one of them carries around a copy of the five tenets.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then Achieva said, "Oh, you've got a message. You need to go see Lucien LeChance right away."
Yep. Oh boy. Yep. Yeah, you get that letter, and pretty much find out that you have to kill everyone. But so first you have to travel to Fort Farragut, which is just outside of Cheydinhal, actually. It's just up the hill out the northeast gate. There are some skeletons or other types of undead in there patrolling the hallways. I was able to sneak past them pretty easily. They weren't super difficult.
I just killed them.
Oh, did you just kill them? Yeah. I breezed past them pretty quickly, sneaking. It wasn't really difficult at all. So, and then you get to, you follow the way through and you get to where Lucien LeChance is, go into his area, and that's where he explains everything to you. Essentially that there's
the purification has only been done twice before.
Yeah. And that there's basically a rat in the Dark Brotherhood somewhere, or a mole or something.
Well, and there literally is too.
Well, there was.
When he said everything, you did everything.
I did
Oh,
leave
yeah.
the skeleton. He's still walking around down there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was attacked by the skeleton, so
Oh, were you? I lucked out. I
yeah.
did not get attacked by him. So
That skeleton's tough.
yeah, that's why I didn't bother fighting him. So Lucian lets you. He gives you. Doesn't he give you two things? He gives you the
Poison apples.
poison apple and the what's his name? The guy you killed. Summon Rufio.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
summon Rufius.
Yeah, I think it might be Rufio actually.
Yeah.
Which was mildly helpful but not great.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, Lucian made it sound like he was going to run through the place and kill everybody.
yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, it was not like that at all.
Yeah. And you had to do it after you attacked him, or else he just kind of sits there.
Yeah. If you just summon him, he just like doesn't do anything. Just like, oh.
I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Because I did that the first
you're
time, and I'm
angry.
like, what's happening? Like, I thought he was so angry at everybody. Why is he just sitting here? So you have to go through the sanctuary, kill everybody. If you go there and talk to everybody, nobody will talk to you about this quest. You cannot tip anybody off, as far as I'm aware.
Well, who's gonna give you a tip on how to kill that?
Well, I was thinking like maybe you could like get them to sneak away and fake their deaths or something like that, depending on what's going on.
Like the previous quest.
Yeah. But nope, can't do that.
Funny thing is, for me, they all paired up.
Yes, that is a pain. That is a pain. Yeah.
Yeah, they were all paired up. The only one that was separate was Ochiva.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the rest they were all paired up. I'm like, what the hell? Normally you guys will sit there and be by yourselves, and now you're all paired up.
Yeah. I had let's see. What's his name was the vampire. I can't remember his name. Vincente. Yeah, Vincent. He was down in his bed. I saved him for last because he was the most difficult. He was the strongest one, as far as I could tell, anyway. I think I started with wasn't Ochiva. It was who's the Argonian down in the bedroom area? Maybe that was who I killed first.
Yeah, that's Achiva's Eggkin.
Yeah. Let me go back to Dark Brotherhood. They'll give me a list of people in it. Talandril, is that who it was? Maybe.
No, Talandril is the Nord.
Oh yeah,
woman.
that's the Nord. Yeah, Tinava is the.
The reason I remember that is because I forgot to get the key off of her, so I had to go find her again.
Maybe it was what's his name, Mirage Dar. Maybe I'm thinking it was Argonian, and it was actually Khajiit.
No, Rajhdar is the merchant.
Okay, he's the miserable merchant. Then it was Tinava. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right, Tinava.
Yeah. So that's who I killed first. And then I went across the hall and took out Gogran Grobolmog and Antoinetta Marie. I think she's in there practicing her stuff. So I did those two, then I did the open area, the merchant Mirage Dar, and then I went and did Vincent Bellateri and Ochiva. I probably did Ochiva first, and then down to his room. So I think that was the order I did them in.
Okay, so I was looking at this, and apparently Telendril every once in a while disappears from the city.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, no wonder I couldn't find her one time when I was on one of the quests, because I was looking for her to get additional information, and she was gone. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense now. So I got lucky that they were all there this time.
Yep, because there is if you loot Ochiva's body, there's a note on her body about that. So that if she's not there, the quest marker will appear, I think.
Okay.
Is basically what it is. And I mostly used arrows in this one.
Yeah, me too.
Like hit in a corner and just shot from a farther away. Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently frenzy can actually come in handy in this one also.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
I had 3 of them in the training room.
Oh, nice.
And so it worked out really good because there's all those pillars in there.
So they can't
and so
see.
I was able to,
Yeah.
kill them and nobody could see.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
And so I got sneak attacks on everybody there. And then the orc and one of the women were sitting at a table together in the living quarters. And so I was hiding behind one of the beds and I sniped the orc. He falls over dead. And she's just sitting there, drinking her tea or whatever, and never reacts.
Oh my God.
And then, she keeled over dead.
For assassins, they are a little bit oblivious to things happening in the rooms with them.
Yeah, they were not a single one of them, had any inclination.
No. Yeah, that was yeah. Yeah, and I went around. I did try and speak to all of them. I was like, man, like maybe there's another way around this or something like that. But there definitely is not. You got to eliminate them all.
Got to be a murder hobo.
Yep, got to take them all out. So then you can return to Fort Farragut, and Lucian gives you a big long speech. Basically, is this where he tells you about the hand and the fingernails and all that kind of stuff?
The fingernail, the talon. And
all that. Yeah. He's very intense.
Mm-hmm.
And basically you'll be getting dead drops from this point on to for your quests.
Yeah, you work directly for him.
Yes. And what is his title? Is he a listener or is he a he's not a listener, right? He's what is he?
I know. Let's see. The fingers, because you have the listener, the speaker.
Yeah,
I think they're speakers.
Speaker. That's it.
He's the speaker of the Black Hand.
That's it.
Because you have 5 speakers.
Yeah,
and each speaker has their own, whatever you call it.
yeah. God, yeah. He's that's right. He's a speaker. Okay, so this one I didn't get to do, but we get the dead drop from Hero Hill. Oh, we get Shadowmere also.
Oh yeah. Now, in Skyrim, isn't Shadowmere, doesn't Astrid refer to Shadowmere as a he?
I think so. I think you're right. Yeah.
I think that was one of the controversies.
Yeah.
Shadowmere here is a she.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
I know I've heard that argument before in forums and stuff.
I mean, to be fair,
and it's not like it's got to be the same horse.
Could be another Shadowmere. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a magic horse that rises from like the swamp in Skyrim, basically, and in this one is just outside the door when you get there. But I had a hard time because I haven't ridden a horse in Oblivion in a long time.
It's wonky.
It is funky. Yeah. Holy moly!
It's almost I didn't even look riding dragons.
Yeah,
I didn't even look for it because the last time I left the fort, I was jumping over that hole in the path and fell on the spikes.
Oh yes.
And so this time I realized that there's a ladder in Lucian's room.
Oh, you didn't see that? Oh,
and I hadn't seen it the first time.
Oh,
and
God.
So I climbed out and got out through the stump.
Yeah, I go in and out that. Once I got through the first time, I went in and out through the tree each time. Because there's the ladder in his room that goes right out, and you can get in that way as well. If you go to the tree, you can come in that way as well.
Yeah, okay.
So you don't have to go back through everything. Yeah. Riding Shadowmere was something.
Yeah, because it's not intuitive because the way you move you have to face in the direction that you're moving as opposed to face in the direction you want to go. I think that's the way it works, right?
Yeah, it's fun. Whatever it was super funky. And like I tried it in first person and it was worse and had to go into third person. Because in first person, I felt like I was just running in circles. And I'm like, oh God, what is happening? I don't even know what is happening right now. And then it was like dark out and I couldn't see. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, I don't even know where I'm at.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. And then I did
I have a hard enough time walking in a straight line. I can't imagine trying to ride a horse in a straight line.
Yeah. So I did the night eye, and then everything was blue, of course. And I'm like, all right, this is like nauseating at this point. I don't even know. But it was convenient to have the horse because, for battles, Shadowmere is very good for that. So she did take out quite a few enemies along the way to where is it called? Hero Hill, where you get the drop. Also, I took the most ridiculous route possible to get there. I basically ran halfway up the mountains, the cliff sides of the mountains, and then ran along them while pointing up the whole time, basically. And I was like, well, I didn't have to go all the way up here. I thought I was taking a shortcut. I was also running from a mountain lion. So,
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I fast traveled south because it was the closest place that I had, and then I traveled north up to it.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't quite as bad because I just had to go over a couple bridges and stuff. And I saw some members of the Fighters Guild, one on horseback and one walking on the road, and a guard with them.
Oh yeah,
and they were very angry with me. I don't know why.
Oh God, yeah. I should have. I didn't have anywhere nearby to fast travel to, so yeah. Basically,
don't get me wrong, it wasn't close.
Yeah,
but it was closer.
Closer, yeah. There's that. So your first job as a silencer—that's what you're called, a silencer. Is to find I don't know how you would say it, Celadine. He's a necromancer in Leaf Rock Cave, and he's trying to
become a lich.
Yeah, become a lich. Let's see. There's chemical equipment. Make sure you look. And apparently, there's a destruction skill book in there. The Art of War Magic. Did you miss that?
Yeah. Okay. I did get that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I did not go through this one. I assume when you get to Leaf Rot Cave, it is a typical cave, but with a lot of undead, since he is a necromancer.
Yeah, skeletons.
Yeah, a lot of skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had some skeletons in his closet.
And let's see. And on the table is his. Oh, and it said, didn't the note say to read his journals or something?
Yeah. To get an idea how to defeat him.
Right? Because he's becoming a lich, so it has to be. Let's see. And
so he's super powerful.
Yeah.
He was easier to kill than the skeletons, though, which is weird.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. I mean, so I'm thinking, okay, here we're getting into the real meat and potatoes, the hard. I'm with the black hand now. These are going to be tough. And you pickpocket the guy, and he's dead.
Oh,
I wasn't even able to pickpocket him, but he was still easy to kill.
Oh,
was he? Yeah. I just sat there and waited for him to walk past me, and when he walked past, I hit pickpocket, took his hourglass, and bam, he just fell over dead.
Yeah, I'm still level 20, and my sneak is not
fantastic.
My sneak is actually not at 100 yet, which is amazing.
Yeah, I'm at 102.
Yeah, that's amazing for me in Oblivion, because that was usually the first one that I would take up to 100. I've been playing this one more naturally, so it's taking me longer.
Well, I have to sneak everywhere, so my sneak got up really quick.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's a quick one then. Yeah.
It was harder to get out past the ghosts than it was to get in past the skeletons
To get in
and
past
kill
the
him.
skeleton. Oh, so when you leave, you have to. There's ghosts on the way out.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to, but the way I went had ghosts, so
Gotcha.
And there, I had to switch to silver arrows.
Oh yeah, the silver. I always you got to carry the silver arrows on you.
Yeah,
need to have them. Let's see.
I think ebony arrows work just fine as well.
Do they work?
I don't think I have any ebony arrows.
I do that in fireballs.
Do ebony arrows work on ghosts though?
Apparently they do.
Oh wow! I thought you had to have silver or magic.
That's what I thought too, but I think if you shoot it from an enchanted bow.
Oh, if it's from an enchanted bow, there. Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, I guess then technically it would be enchanted,
magical.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we had a pretty big turn in the Dark Brotherhood storyline. Where we lost all of our fellow Dark Brotherhood assassins.
The reward was definitely, equal to the difficulty of the job.
Oh, what was
500 gold?
Is that what it was?
It's like, ooh, whoopee.
All those other ones, you got all these special items.
Yeah, where's my, fancy clothes or my, pointy knife?
I mean, you got something special for dropping a Minotaur head on somebody, and here you can't even. Just 500. Yep. So, and then I guess you get a notification to go to the next dead drop. I assume is how that.
Ends. The dead drop is where you get your reward and your next mission.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
So then we will go on to that quest next time. Yeah, I really like Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion a lot. It has
it's been fun. It's interesting. Definitely, a lot of twists and turns to the missions.
Sure.
Yeah, and you get a little bit of lore along with it for the Dark Brotherhood, which is nice.
Yeah,
because you learn about the Night Mother and Sithis, and actually talk about the 5 tenets. You learn about the 5 fingers and the hand, and all that, which is so you get a little bit more history of and lore about the Dark Brotherhood than you do in Skyrim for sure.
Yeah, and you kill a lot more people.
Oh, you do. Yeah, and in a lot more complex ways.
Yeah,
like with the parties and the things like that. Yeah, and you have multiple ways of being able to do it.
The whodunit was fun.
Yeah, whodunit.
I enjoyed that.
Fun. Yeah. I mean, the only thing that's like even killing the Emperor, you don't have like a lot of different options or anything in Skyrim.
Yeah, and you kind of kill almost everybody as you're going through, unless your sneak is up high enough.
Yeah, you can either sneak all the way through or just kill everybody.
And at the end, he just says, "Oh well, just talk to me for a minute, and then you can kill me."
Yeah, it's very kind of anticlimactic almost. Yeah. The only like the wedding one, you can drop the stone on them.
Yeah.
Which is at least somewhat different. But other than that, it's like you're figuring out that Cicero is a little crazy, but like that's pretty obvious from when you meet him outside the farm with his flat tire. It's pretty obvious from that point on.
But, he's a loon.
But he is, he does have the Night Mother, so there's that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he spent like so many years just watching her and taking care of her, and no communication with anybody.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
It'll
tending to the body.
Tending to the body. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that doesn't drive you absolutely bonkers, I can't imagine what would.
Let's not think about that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. What is he doing with that? Was he like oiling her or something? Like, who the hell knows?
Well, I do have a mod that makes her look better, so
that's good. That's important.
Yep.
That's a good mod to have. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people die in the Skyrim Dark Brotherhood, just not at your hand.
Yeah.
And not everyone either. So there is that. Where's this
Although
one?
what is interesting in Skyrim is that you can basically skip the entire Dark Brotherhood
Yeah,
altogether
that's
by just
true.
killing everybody.
That is a good point. You can actually turn them in, right?
Yeah, basically you say, "Oh, hey, I found the Dark Brotherhood and yada yada yada," and they're like, "Oh, good, then you can go kill them."
Yep. I will say that's a pretty cool option. Because if you're playing a different way, it works
Yeah,
out pretty well. Yeah. I mean,
because if you accidentally kill somebody or well, actually, no, you don't. You have to because you're just helping out a little boy who's being mistreated, and then you go over there and investigate for yourself. And yeah, she is a very
pretty awful.
evil caretaker.
oh yeah, yeah, she's
Yeah.
pretty terrible. Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of people would sit there and say, "Yeah, this person is a horrible person, abuses the kids, and treats them very badly. Okay, she deserves to die." Although I think I've frenzied her before, and she gets killed by the guards.
Oh yeah,
That works out pretty good.
that is a good. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. It's hard because everybody's in there. It's hard to
Yeah,
be able
you
to.
almost have to get her when she's sleeping, or but I've done it to Nazim. I've done it to uh, who's the guy who's sitting there singing the praises of Talos.
Yes.
I've done it. I've
Yeah.
done it to him. It's tough because you have to find a place where the eye does not glow at all.
Yep. Yep. Where
But
you're like,
once you do it, he's done preaching.
yeah, pretty much. Well, he moves. He lives in that shack right there, right? Right in the center of town, right next
Yes.
to the companions.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I usually kill him in the bed, if I'm not mistaken.
Never thought of that.
Yeah, I think I've
He
done
does
that a few.
sleep.
Yeah, I think I have, if I'm remembering correctly. Um, but yeah, yeah, I just think the quests in this are a little more have a little more depth to them, a little more interesting. And the overall story is just a little more interesting than the Skyrim version of the story.
Yeah, it had been so long since I even did the Dark Brotherhood. I just remember that I enjoyed it a lot. And uh, I'm just it's almost like doing it for the first time, except I'll sit there and do it and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Yep, yep.
And but even like a lot of the little details like in the who done it, I didn't remember like exactly how you kill each person without the others finding out until I had the conversations and took up their I did the pizza and
Oh
got
yeah.
their affinity high, and then
Yep.
they told me all their secrets and everything that they wanted, so that worked out pretty well that way.
Yeah, I definitely I did the wheel and got everybody up as high as I possibly could. I think it was around I think I was able to get everybody to about 80 for the most part.
Yeah, it's like 80 to 90, I think, is
Yeah.
around where I think the first one I actually gave a little bit more gold just in case.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with a little bribery
Yeah.
to add on to it.
Yeah. I've got arrows. I'm not using the stinking wheel.
Oh,
That thing drives me crazy still. Yeah.
we didn't have to pick a lot of locks this time, did we? I don't think so.
No,
No,
I
I got
picked
keys
I
to all
got keys
the
for everything.
chests.
Yeah, you got keys to
Yeah.
all the chests. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and to the door to the prison office, and
Oh yeah, you get the key for that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I know I picked a few here and there just for random reasons, but yeah, I don't think there was any difficult door opening issues with this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I think I opened one door when I was going to Lucian's. One of the doors was a hard lock that I had
Oh,
to pick.
yeah, I think that was I agree. I think had the same thing in there. Did the same thing, I believe.
And then I found out that I actually could have gone around and just let the spike trap hit me, the dart trap, and just go through that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That one doesn't
yeah, and
stop
if you
though.
run really fast, hardly any of them hit you.
Yeah.
exactly.
Is that where the rocks came down or whatever? Oh no, the spikes. Yeah,
No,
shooting out of the wall. Yeah.
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 Yep.
I actually used that to kill one of the skeletons because I ran through it and just waited right next to it. So the skeleton walked right into it and stood there fighting me. So I was sitting there just kind of going in and out of reach. So it didn't move, and that trap actually helped me kill.
Nice. That's nice. Oh man. Yeah. No, that was good. I really enjoyed all those. I got to play them a little bit through the week here. And I still really love Oblivion a lot, so I enjoy getting to play it.
It was my first Elder Scrolls game, so I still have a nice little place in my heart.
Yeah. There's a possibility we'll get news of Starfield next,
or ES6.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get news of Starfield. We're not getting any ES6 news. We know that ain't happening. We should get the Starfield news though. I would think in June at the event.
Yeah,
I would think so, since they're releasing in November, right?
Yeah.
They like that November release date now.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and they've been putting out a lot of stuff on it. So it's got to be. They'll have to have some really good gameplay footage and stuff like that to show us.
Yeah, I've been trying to like not watch anything to this point, and like waiting for an announcement, because like I know I'm gonna see some stuff. Like I'm not trying to not be spoiled or anything. I'm just trying to like not get any expectations until I see like actual stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I can't.
I've been a sucker. I've been watching every one of them that have come up. And,
oh, have you?
Yeah. So now I'm just chomping at the bit.
Nice.
I'm ready. The only issue for me is they do everything like East Coast time.
Oh yeah.
So when they do that stuff, I'm at work.
Oh God. Yeah.
I'm like, I love watching those things live.
Yeah, it is fun.
It's like,
Yep. So spoilers, we are well, actually this feed has been set up for a year. Just there's been no podcast. There's gonna be Starfield Addict, so that'll be on a separate feed. Probably record after the event, I would assume, when there's actual things to actually talk about beyond speculation. So
well, I mean, it might be interesting to do a speculation show before the event.
True. And then be bitterly disappointed.
Oh yeah.
There's always that.
Like I said, I'm down until I'm not,
Yeah.
Although I haven't been disappointed yet by Bethesda.
No, me either. Yeah. I mean, even though
76 was okay.
Yeah.
But I already have my MMO that I'm playing, so it's hard for me to justify doing two. Yeah,
you're an ESO, so, and I don't generally like MMOs, so neither of them worked for me, but it wasn't because they're, I'm not an MMO player, so it didn't really.
Yeah, I mean, ESO you can play as a single player, but for a lot of people, just having all those people around is off-putting, so it's understandable.
Yeah, that's all that threw me off, but I don't like I still think they're good games. It's just everybody has different things they enjoy. But like even Fallout 4, like I really enjoyed it, playing it multiple times. I would love ES6 in like 2025.
It'd be nice if they did 2 years after the release of. If they would release, because I know that they're going to release Starfield.
Yeah.
And then probably by June they'll release all of the downloadable content.
Oh, so then
you have another year and a half, and hopefully it gets released in November of, let's see, where are we at? 22, 23, 24?
Yeah, 24 would be great.
That would be best case scenario, and that would be my hope, but
yeah.
I'm not holding my breath.
No, me either.
Just crossing my fingers.
Agreed. I would definitely say 24 is the best case scenario, and 25 the more likely scenario.
Yeah, because we know that they're working on it now because they have to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Because you can't just create these games in 1 year.
No,
And
no.
if you do, it's not going to be as elaborate.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because everything they did for Skyrim, like if this person dies, then this person takes over, and so you don't lose a lot of the shops. You don't lose some of the quest givers, and they did a better job than they did in Oblivion. Because in Oblivion, a lot of your characters can die, and then you lose quests forever.
Yeah, that is true, actually. Yeah, that's a good point. They did resolve. And now imagine a game like where there's, I don't know, just say there's 3 times as many quest giving NPCs or whatever. Like now
Right.
they're all interlocked in some way or intertwined in some way. Now you have to make sure all that works together as opposed to the previous,
Right.
So
And that's the reason why the
yeah.
roundtable works, because everybody can do it their own way. And
Yep.
you can have 3, 4 different ways of doing a quest, and it works.
And it works. Yeah.
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 Because if you have a linear game, then everybody's having almost the exact same experience.
Yes. Yeah. Whereas, this you're getting so many different experiences. It's like,
Right.
yeah.
I
Literally
remember the first season that where you're going through with the roundtable, and you're just listening to everybody doing it their own way, and then you threw mods in there, and it became even more.
Yep. Yeah, it became super, super complex.
Yep.
But, Ray, what's going on over Butcher and Baker and Candlemaker? No Man's did the what was it? What was the release that came out for No Man's Sky?
So they had an update that added pirate systems.
Oh.
And then we had it's still going on for another few weeks. The Expedition 6.
Oh, that's what
which introduces you to a bunch of the pirate mechanics in the game.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
Yeah, and so I started a pirate character, and it's a lot more doable now than it was. I tried doing that before because there was some piracy that you could do, but it got really tiresome really quick because it was just mundane.
Yeah.
Now there's some added intrigue to it and different mechanics to it. So
is this kind of like PvP or it's PvE?
No, I mean PvP is always available if you want to use it, but it's mostly just PvE.
Okay, very cool. So it's not like what's the Sea of Thieves or Fallout 76 when it first came out.
Yeah. Sea of Thieves is a good example because that's always PvP.
Yep.
And so just about any time you play, you get PvP'd.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's been an interesting update. It's made the game when it first launched the update. It was kind of culture shock to the community because it had been such a chill game before. I mean, you could go through hundreds of hours of gameplay and never get shot at. But then all of a sudden they added pirates and you were getting it from every direction, every 5 minutes, whether you were on the ground in your ship or whatever. And fortunately they've backed that way off because everybody was screaming because you want to build your immaculate base, and all of a sudden you're getting bombed by space pirates. So I think they've struck a good balance. So it's pretty much you have to go looking for trouble now if you want it.
Oh god, yeah, it just doesn't automatically find you.
Yeah, so it's a much better way of going.
Yeah,
if you avoid the pirate systems and don't pick a fight with any of the NPCs. You're back to the chill game.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
That's cool that you can have that option, play it so many different ways now,
Yeah.
And what's going on at the Fallout feed?
So we're just making our way through New Vegas.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. You're still doing that New Vegas roundtable. That's right.
Yeah. So we're going through and meeting all the different the groups before we engage in our big defense of Hoover Dam.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It's been pretty interesting. So we talked about a little bit on the last show. So typically I'm the one that goes around killing everybody. And Andrew's the one that runs around with, a band of followers.
Yes. Yeah.
And so this time Andrew got, his character was melee, which is how I usually play. And so I told him about a knife that he could go get at the beginning of the game, and it's a really strong knife. And so he's just been running around killing everything. And I loaded a mod that I had originally loaded because I wanted more control over my followers. And one of the side effects of the mod is that you can have all the everybody as a follower. You don't have to dismiss anybody.
Oh man!
So now I've got a band of followers. I've got 3 humans and a robot.
That's great.
Running around with me everywhere, and so he and I have reversed roles.
Oh God! That's amazing.
Which shows the round table can have profound effects on the way people play.
This is This is true. This is true.
So Ray, how did he find out about that certain knife?
Oh, I told him. And I told him how to get there and how to get back without getting killed.
Oh God.
That's why I was
because
asking.
that's usually the first place I go when I start a character.
Oh yes,
in New Vegas.
Yep.
You go in the direction of all the the really bad creatures, but if you stay far enough to the edge, you never actually interact with any of them, and so you can get this this high level knife very early on. Well, I mean, at level 1, essentially. Right. And it just absolutely wrecks everything.
Yeah, sounds like he has been.
Yeah, he is. I don't think the videos.
Questions later.
I don't think the video is still available. But when he went into the Tops Casino to confront Benny.
Oh God.
He ended up killing everybody. I mean, he killed all of Benny's henchmen. He killed Benny. Then all the chairman came after him, and he killed all of them. A couple of gamblers got mixed up in the fray, and he killed them.
Oh man!
I mean, it was just absolute mayhem. It was hilarious to watch. Yeah, and he's just running around slashing with glee. So it was pretty funny.
Slashing with glee.
So I think you might be a changed man.
Do you have to repair weapons in
New
Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that became an issue for him real quick. Trying to find enough combat knives to keep his Chance's knife in good shape.
Oh yeah. That's right. Because you have to use items.
He killed one of the first Caesar's Legion guys that you come across, and he wears a coyote mask, and so he was running around with that, but he was having a hard time getting it fixed.
Oh man.
And so he did something where he took it off, and once you've taken it off, you can't put it back on until it's repaired.
It's repaired. Okay.
And so no, he doesn't have his coyote mask.
Yeah, I think that's similar in Oblivion and in Fallout 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but yeah, having a lot of fun in New Vegas.
Nice. Guys finally actually started what is it? Fallout, the app.
Oh, Fallout Shelter.
Fallout Shelter. I finally started Fallout Shelter.
Andrew has just been unhinged on Shelter, trying to get everybody to play. I made the mistake of telling him that I reloaded it on a tablet and was playing around with it.
Oh,
and so he's just been wearing me out on it now.
Oh my god!
So now he's threatening to do a Fallout Shelter roundtable.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, we even did a Fallout Shelter game in the last episode.
Yeah, Fallout Shelter is weird just because of the fact that you have to sit there. You have to do a lot of waiting. That's the part that bugs me. I just barely built the Overseer's office and sent them on their first quest. So it was interesting.
Yeah, that's about all the farther I've gone. I've sent one guy out on one quest, and that was it. And it's just, it's too tedious for me.
Yeah, I wanted a game that I could just sit there like on my 15-minute break or lunch break and just sit there and just kind of do, but you can't. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
No.
I think I'll stick to Pokemon.
No.
Pokemon Arceus, because I can actually time it a little bit better.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
it is the most downloaded Fallout game.
Oh, is it? Wow.
Yep.
Wow. I guess that's not surprising since it's mobile, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's totally cheating.
Yeah.
Plus, on top of that, it's free, and it was announced pre-launch of Fallout 4.
Yeah, that's where because that's when I played it.
Yeah, that's when I got it initially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I went as far as downloading it, and that was it.
Yeah. Now I played it then. I like maxed the whole thing out. Remember where you could only have so many people in there or whatever, so many levels, all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure how it is now, but then I was like, okay, that was fun. But I'm sure they've updated it since then. That was what, 4 or 5 years ago or more?
Gotta be more than that.
Well, when the hell did the game come out?
Because like Skyrim is what, 13? No, wait.
11 years.
11, so
yeah, it'll be
years.
11. Yeah.
So Fallout's got to be 7 or 8.
Oh my god, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez. I guess it is. Maybe it's like 7 years. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
6? I don't know.
Well, I think it was released because I know New Vegas was released like almost a year after Fallout 3.
Yeah, that was like right after.
Correctly.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people who preferred Fallout New Vegas to Fallout 3.
Yes. Yeah.
But I was kind of turned off to Fallout from Fallout 3 just because it felt like something that could actually happen, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah, it was just a little too real, and I preferred my fantasy.
Yeah, I get that. It'll be 7 years this year for Fallout 4, by the way.
Yeah. Well, and anymore, it's seeming more and more like training exercises.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's almost like the zombie apocalypse games or something.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I could see that with Fallout 3 being too real.
Yeah.
New Vegas has more of a fantastical feel to it, I guess.
Yeah, even Fallout 4 just felt a little more, even with the home construction and everything, or maybe it's just because I did it with all of you guys as a group, which made it a little more interesting. It was I enjoyed Fallout 4.
Yeah, I really like 3 a lot, but I can see how it would be like oof.
Right, and there was a lot of empty space in between a lot of the little settlements and stuff.
Yes, yeah. In 3, there was a lot of vacant area, or even the that's where you had to take the subway a lot too. Right?
Yeah, getting lost in the subway tunnels.
Yeah,
never got that far. I think the where I kind of gave up was when I was like, wait, there's vampires now? Okay, now I'm done. And it was so difficult because um, it would say you have a 95% chance of hitting and you'd miss. I
Oh yeah,
thought VATS was the only way to shoot people, and then in Fallout 4, I actually figured out to just do first person shooter. Okay, that works for me. I can do that.
Yeah,
that works better. Yeah.
And then I just found me a sniper rifle, and I used to be able to take people out from very far away.
Yeah.
Go around and find a lot of headless bodies.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I even posted a video where I shot the mini nuke out of the hand of one of the big
the
super mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was carrying the football.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, that was a good time.
I was kind of surprised to see. So I didn't start playing Skyrim until probably 4 or 5 years into Fallout 4. And because I started Skyrim with when Special Edition launched.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I've almost caught up to my Fallout 4 playtime.
Oh my
Skyrim.
God. Wow.
It's just all the mods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot. Holy cow. Yeah, because you figured that was probably 2 years after Fallout 4. It was a year or two after, something like that.
Yeah, it was a few years because it had been a couple of years I was playing Fallout 4 before I got involved with the ASA group.
Yeah, so
because I was starting to run out of ideas for character building, and so I was looking for new ideas as far as how to build characters, and that's when I found you guys.
Oh, okay.
And then it was a year or so before I got involved with the podcast. So, and then that's when Andrew really started putting the pressure on me to play Skyrim.
And then we did the whatchamacallit, the museum. What the hell is that called? Legacy of Dragonborn.
Legacy of Dragonborn. That's right.
That's a lot of hours right there.
Yeah,
filling up that museum.
That was fun. I mean, it got to the point where my museum was so big that it was straining my computer.
Oof. Oh man. Yeah, because you can put a lot of stuff in there. That's a lot of
things. I got a pretty good computer.
Yeah.
And it was I was using the automatic sorter, because you could keep track of all the different stuff that you've got.
Yep.
And I mean, it would go an hour.
Wow.
Trying to go through all the stuff.
Everything. Yeah. Jeez. Oof.
So yeah, that was pretty much when I decided, okay, I think we're done.
I think we've hit the limit.
We've got enough stuff. I think I had 1,000 items.
Oh man.
I didn't quite catch up to Colin.
Yeah, no, he had more than that. Yeah.
Because I think he said he had 1,600.
God.
But yeah, it's a good game. I got to give it to him. He was right. I should play Skyrim.
Yeah, I think the best part about that game has always been the fact that you don't have to do quests to get experience. Basically, you just use whatever weapons you want to use, and that's what gets you your level ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. That is, I like that feature as opposed to.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that sold me was that I didn't have to use magic.
Yeah, right. That too. Yeah, you don't even have to. Yep. Yeah, you can do what however you prefer. There's you don't have to use any magic at all. You don't even have to use potions. You can use food and items like that to heal and all that. So there's so many different little things that you can do.
But eventually you end up with more potions than you know what to do with anyways.
This is so true. I just carry potions for no reason at some point.
Start carrying nothing but ultimate potions.
Yeah. I'm like, I gotta stop carrying these because I'm not using them anymore. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm carrying them. Like,
Yeah,
what's the point?
I heal fast enough now where
Yeah, exactly. Like, what am I doing with all this?
and I mean even then I would sell them and keep like 10 to 12 or something like that. And then I'd end up with another 20 and I'm like, okay, I got to go sell these. I
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
even
like,
used them.
at some point you just gotta stop picking them up. Like, that's the thing. You don't even
Yep.
pick up stuff anymore. Like, I don't even loot stuff on some of my characters. I'm like, I can't. I'm just gonna end up carrying it for absolutely no reason because I'm not gonna go sell it. So I just gotta stop taking the stuff. That's what's got.
Yep.
That's what's got to happen.
I think on my last tune I'm still carrying the Baron, not the Baronzaya, the Meridia.
Oh, Meridian speaking.
Yep. It's just sitting in there. I'm like,
Oh
I'll get to
man.
it one of these days.
Yep. Oh my god. Once you get it, that's it. It's yours forever
Yeah.
until you use it.
Yep.
Don't pick it up.
Yeah, and it's such a dungeon crawl.
Oh, it is. It's a
do that
great dungeon
quest.
crawl. Yeah.
Uh,
That is a fun dungeon crawl for
oh,
sure.
it's amazing. It's fun. It's just like I don't have time to do that right now.
Yeah. It does take a while though.
Yeah. Because it's not difficult. You just have to go, okay, now I got to bend the light to send it that way,
Yeah.
bend the light to send it this way. And that's where where a lot of the time comes in is when you're just getting that light to hit the spot you want to go to open up the next area to go to.
Yeah. And then you got to loot all the ghosts and all the burnt bodies and yeah.
Yeah. There's so much gold to be had there.
A lot of gold.
And then I've just never had a character that has had a lot of use for the reward.
Oh yeah, for Dawnbreaker, yeah.
Dawnbreaker.
Yeah.
I think Colin said there was a few people that have enjoyed it where it just blows up enemies.
Yep. Especially if you get it at a lower level, I could see it being much more useful.
Yeah.
The problem is that a lot of times in the game you get things at too high of a level and they're not as good as the stuff you have, you know.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And like I said, that's the one thing I do like about Oblivion is that you can get stuff that's better than anything you can find.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you find stuff better than you can craft.
That's 100% true. That's one thing I wish would flip back again. That you can quest for items that are better than anything you can make. You know, things that are legendary like that should be or
legendary.
They should be legendary. They should be the best items in the game. You shouldn't be able to make a bow that's like 10 times better than anything you could possibly find. You know,
right? Because there are some really nice bows in the game, and but once you level out of them really quick.
No, it's true. It's true. Like even like Zephyr or something like that, where it's quick shooting.
Yeah.
Like it's really by the time you would get something like that, you know, the bow
you're
you have
almost one-shotting stuff.
Yeah, you're shooting dragons out of the air with one arrow or whatever. Unless you go to legendary or whatever, but
right.
Even
and
then,
I think that's why Colin
then it's 2 arrows.
Yeah, then it's like 2, 3 arrows.
I think that's why Colin loved Deadly Dragons.
Yes,
it actually felt like you're fighting a dragon.
Oh, you would, yeah. Oh, it definitely does. Yeah.
Yeah, I had that on that Legacy of the Dragon.
You definitely learned that lesson, didn't you?
It was nuts. Yeah, there were no NPCs, especially in Poor Solitude.
Oh God, totally wiped out.
After a couple of days, there were no more guards.
Oh man,
they were all dead, and all the non-essential NPCs were all dead.
Yeah, that's why I always try to find a mod that would make the normal people, the NPCs, just go run and hide.
Mm-hmm.
Because it would suck to lose Bellathor. I don't care who takes the place of Bellathor. Nobody can take the place of Bellathor.
Nobody can take the place of Bellathor.
Nobody else will sell their sister.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, he's a sweetheart, that's for sure.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, next time we'll get into a little more Oblivion. Just get a little further into Dark Brotherhood and see what twists and turns they have for us. Make sure you check out the other shows. Dames Who Game had another new episode again.
Yeah, awesome.
That dropped. Obviously, Fallout Feed, Butcher and Baker, Candlemaker. Actually, you know what? I think I may have to start releasing Let's Play Skyrims again. I think a season ended, but that has its own feed. That's the audio Let's Play we did a while back. It's just being re-released on a new feed.
Yeah, I think I was in season 2.
Yeah,
I think that might be where I started.
yeah. I have to see. I may have more to release on that, so I'll have to take a look. But thanks everybody for listening. See you next time.
Yeah, I'll take care.
Bye-bye.